So I see a lot of confusion about how pitch accent works and what it actually is. In order to answer that, we can actually ask whether pitch accent really exists, and the answer is, well, not really, because what pitch accent is a tonal language which has become so restricted that it begins acting like a stress accent language. So what that means, we can look at the differences between these two. So with your typical tonal language, patterns are syllable or mora level, depending on the language. They are defined by pitch. No pattern stands out as special. They're all pretty much the same, and no pattern is obligatory. Stress language, patterns are word level, so you only need one or two bits of information to understand an entire word. Patterns are defined by force, not pitch. Now, this force can affect pitch, but the pitch can really go any way and it doesn't affect it. Accented syllables, so a specific pattern, stands out as being more prominent than unaccented, the other pattern. And all words have to have an accent. This doesn't mean that every word that's ever spoken will have an accent, but everyone has to have a place for an accent because every word can have that accent realized. And so if you look at Japanese, it used to have high and low as two different patterns, and every single mora would have one of those two, and they were equal in prominence. Neither one stood out more. But as it's become more restricted, the pattern of an entire word, instead of needing to understand the high or low for each mora, you only need to know whether there's a downstep and where it is. So the pattern is word level. And the low pitch is the normal pitch, and the high pitch stands out as being more salient, more prominent. So we do have an accent that's standing out as special. We have an accented mora. But then, as for whether any word has to have an accent, no. In Japanese, accent is optional. So what you can see here is a language where you have pitch and the patterns are optional, but they're also word level, and there's also a more prominent pattern which creates an accent system. So pitch accent is a tone system which is acting more like a stress system.